him down. That's a full team kill.
God, what is that?
Another.
He's looking for a third. He's gonna get it.
Not the kill, and Vastek's gonna find another. He finds that shot. He finds two.
He's still alive. Can he go in?
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna go bar down and give Saints the lead again.
Hello, Saints Nation, and welcome back to another broadcast here. My name Jackson the Pride Brown, joined alongside John Billabang Zwadima. We got your St. Clair Saints versus St. John's University here today in NECC Semifinals for Rainbow Six Siege. John, how are you feeling about this matchup?
I feel like it's going to be a tight one. I think based on the seeding, we were talking about it earlier, St. John is the #1 seed. They had a bye last week to get into the semifinals, but we were looking at the match records throughout the season. The top 5 teams, they were 5-2, 5-2, 5-2, 5-2, and 4-3 on the season. So despite the fact that St. John's was the #1 seed, the difference between them and Bryant, who St. Clair played last week and beat, is they had the same record. There just was, like, I think a 4 or 5 map differential.
Yeah,
so it definitely, like, despite the fact that St. John may be the #1 seed, St. Clair's a really, really good chance to win this match.
One, like you were saying there, just summed up, 1 through 5 seed all came down to just map differential, round differential. Like, we even saw, it gets close when round differential is the one that breaks ties. Because these teams are so evenly matched, just like you were saying, despite it being a 1 seed and a 5 seed, this is anybody's game to take here. So the way the NECC does work is 8 teams get put into a division together, 6 teams make playoffs, 2 are eliminated, and 2 get byes in to the second round right away. Well, the other 4 remaining teams will fight things out in the first round. St. Clair will win that first round and find the win over Bryant Bulldogs there in the first one. So now they're advanced into the semifinals. They're playing St. John's here to go to the grand finals and try to get a good placement here in NECC.
Yeah, we do have the lineup for St. Clair. It is going to be Rapid, Kinger, Salty Boy. So no, I don't think on the Untold Warrior today, Chars, and JM Beast, the captain, the one who I believe he gave out the MVP there this season to Rapid there at the banquet, so he did get the MVP for the regular season. We're in playoffs now. This is the time for them to step up, and I mean, for me, I watched back some of the game from last week. Kinger really stepped up there in that second game, and I'm looking for him to do it again here in the semifinals because this is the time to step up.
And this semifinals match is actually very, very interesting here as well. We do have our map selection here available, and you can see Bank opening us up map 1. We haven't seen Bank in months. We have not seen Bank this semester, I do believe, as it's now going to come through map 1 in the series on a St. John's pick. So the Saints will actually ban out Oregon for obvious reasons, and then they actually get left with Bank on the St. John's pick. So that's a little scary for St. Clair, considering a map 1 is a map they haven't really touched in quite some time. But moving over to maps 2 and 3, we see Clubhouse and Villa, maps that Saints are very, very comfortable on, and I think they should excel on those 2, but it's all about getting through the hump of map #1.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to go with that mentality too. Is like, obviously the fact that they're picking at map 1 for St. John means they're very confident on it. It just did recently come back into the map pool, so it's something that St. Clair may not be well versed on. It's something that, maybe you don't win that map #1, maybe you have to go into that 3-game scenario, but that's okay because going into it, it is St. John's pick, and then you have yours right after. So St. Clair, I mean, don't get me wrong, they have a good chance of winning here on map #1 if they can pull something out of the hat, but again, it is St. John's map pick, so it is going to be a tough one for them starting off this series.
Something pretty interesting we see here as well. Typically when we see Clubhouse or Coastline, Saints really like to start on the attacking side. This time around, Saints are looking to opt to start on the defending side of things here, which is a little bit of a change of pace. We usually see them starting on the attack, so changing things up here. Now we see Jackal get banned out here first as well, but while we're going through these bans, John, what is your prediction for the series?
You know what? I'm going to give it to Saints 2-1. I think Bank is probably going to go to St. John's. I think for me, it is something, like we said, they haven't played a lot of, haven't been well practiced on it, and I think the fact that St. John's wants to pick that first immediately means that they have a plan on it. So I think for me, it's going to be St. John's taking map #1. Map #2 probably going to go to St. Clair, and then Villa. Villa is a very tough map to call because St. Clair has been very successful on it, but we've also seen them at their lowest lows on that map as well. So I think it's going to be tough, but I think if King and Rapid pop off, like we have seen them do all season, they can really take that one in map #3 and they can win out the series.
Yeah, some very typical bans to open us up, your Jackal, Thatcher, Mira, but as you were talking there about the 2-1 series victory for St. Clair prediction, I'm way away from you on that prediction there. I'm going to go 2-0 for St. John's in this one.
Wow.
I think St. Clair I don't think they have it in them. I think they drop that map number 1 on the bank, and then I think that bank dropping map number 1 just kills their momentum. I just don't know if they're able to come back and bounce back from that one on the Clubhouse. St. John's still a strong team. They'll be very good on the Clubhouse and Villa as well. Cade will get banned out there as our final ban for the side of St. Clair, but bank. This is the map that it's a big question mark here right now, because if the Saints can win this one, I think the Saints win the Series 2-0.
Yeah,
if St. John's,
I think so.
but I think the winner of this map wins the Series 2-0. That's my flat out prediction.
Okay, I think for me, I want to see St. Clair swing it back here at map number 2. I want to see them get an answer if it does come to that, but you never know. Maybe St. Clair has something hidden away in this bank that they're not aware of. Maybe one of these players like Charles, like Salty Boy, will step up here in this map and really pull through for St. Clair. Maybe we'll see a Kinger pop off. We've seen those so many times. Rapid, same thing. He has those pop off moments, so you never really know, but it is going to be select here. Attackers and defenders have chosen.
Yeah, one thing pretty interesting here as well, or not really interesting, but it's something that we're kind of expecting to see, is Rapid to show the aggression. He's been showing tons of aggression here for the remaining, couple months of this season. Even really since we saw, Gangstalgy, Vazdex, this roster break up a little bit more, we see Rapid take a lot more of that aggressive entry fragger role, and he's been pretty well at it. I'd like to see him maybe try to be a little bit more cautious when going for his entries today, but bank, it looks like we're going to be starting in the basement.
And lineup for St. John's is going to be Warlord, the Heretic, Wing Hussar, Smasher, and Unstoppable. So 5 players. They are the number 1 seed, a very, very strong team coming into this, but definitely one St. Clair can rise to the challenge to meet. Starting up around here in just a second. 6th pick, I don't believe came through for St. Clair, so they are, for the side of, actually no, Warlord did swap over the Capitale there, so a small change here to start off this one, but nonetheless looks like they will be moving through on the attack on bank here, round number 1.
Here we go, round number 1 of our best of 3 series. We got a long night ahead of us here, John, and it all begins right here, right now on bank. It is going to be St. John's looking to get their attacking round opened up, walking right through the front door of this bank. It's like a highway robbery out here. I mean, you're just going right through the front door. But it is going to be Warlord just trying to scout things out. He has some drones. This is actually a good position for a drone to get some of that intel that he needs. Their drone setups are very good for St. John's right now and can be very, very valuable as we move forward in this round.
Yeah, it's so key to have those drone setups because it allows you to walk through these upper floors pretty early on and start pressuring St. Clair. You want to try and find that roamer early. You want to be able to have some room to breathe because a lot of times, peek here, kind of come through. Unstoppable, going to find the first kill on the Rapid. Took an aggressive position and was backfired upon there. Now St. Clair at a 4-5 disadvantage.
That's what we were talking about. Rapid, he's going to show that aggression, but you have to be cautious when doing so. He was not expecting so many players to be there right up in his face right away. But with players being there, he just was not ready for that gunfight. Really taken down, swings the player advantage in favor of St. John's early on in this game, and now they're looking to take control as they are looking to make their way downstairs and into this basement area. St. Clair, they don't really have anybody else up here on this second floor to really kind of contest with anything.
Yeah, they've completely taken advantage of this upper floor. St. Clair, I don't believe has any more roamers available. Everyone else is kind of hiding throughout those bottom 2 floors right now. So, Cars holding doorway by the elevator here, making sure no one can pop down those stairs in moment's notice. Still a minute 22 left in this round. So, St. John's a lot of time to decide where they want to go, but they have to start going for that execution on site. And unfortunately for Rapid 2, he didn't end up getting any chip damage on anybody from the side of St. John's, so he's there. Everyone from St. John's is going to be very, very healthy on this push. It is going to come through here in just a second.
They know JM Beast is here. They saw that shield. He's going to try to go for a little bit of a poke, but isn't able to really find a whole lot. Now that utility sent through, his shield is gone. He's trying to run for his life, but it looks like they were ready to chase. They're going to catch him from the hatch. He's now tagged down to half HP. This is getting scary for the side of St. Clair. St. John's with 45 seconds left on the clock to make this play happen. Unstoppable is looking to make his way down into the basement stairs. Char's still holding these angles as we do have Unstoppable swinging. He might spot a player out here shortly, making his way on into the site. There is a player right behind. He spots him out, gets the kill. That is Salty Boy going down. A 2-player advantage for St. John's.
Really, really good job here. They're coming in from 3 different sides right now. They have control of the upper hatches. St. Clair is stuck in this box, and they have no escape from it right now. JMB's down to a 3rd HP, trying to do it again with that smoke. Going to get chipped down quite low. He's going to go down. Warlord's Capitale, the 6th pick coming through here. He's going to find one with a gun as well. 1v5 here, just Char's alone on site, trying to fight anyone he can. Gonna spot one out, does get 1 kill here. Going to try and find a second. Not going to get it with the spray just yet. Trying to get it through the wall, but no, he's going to get wall banged himself and Unstoppable. Going to pick up another kill, and St. John's going to take round number 1.
I just think this is because it's bank. I truly do. I think that right now, just from this round number 1, I know it's not a whole lot to go off of. However, St. John's just made that one look fairly easy for themselves. They looked very comfortable. They knew what routes they had to take to actually go down and execute on that bomb site there. And the Saints just didn't really look like they were too settled on the defensive play. It didn't look like the positions were there and set up, but I think it all just comes down to this map comfortability.
Yeah, I think it's also the fact that you lose Rapid so early there, right?
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the round, you're already down to a 4v5. And not only does it mean that you can play a lot more aggressive without having to worry about that flanker, it's also the fact that you can play these hatches, right? Because it was so hard for both JM Beast and for Chars because they had to watch those doorways, but there's 2 hatches blown on top of you, right? So you have so many angles that people can peek you from. You have people coming in from the tunnel as well, so they're being collapsed on from every side at the same time, and really couldn't handle it. And just like you talked about, it's St. Clair just not playing enough of this. It is map just coming back into the pool. St. Clair haven't been to practice on it, and St. John's able to take advantage of it, and they're looking pretty good so far in this one.
We do see the Heretic switch over on some picks, and the Iana going to come through for a Warlord there instead of the Sledge. So no Sledge in this round for the side of St. John's, just trying to throw a little bit of a wrench over to the side of St. Clair and make them a little bit more confused on how they want to play this one here. And it is going to be Warlord jumping up. Like, look at these drone spots, man. These are so nice. Like, the odds of that drone getting spotted are pretty slim in my eyes here, as it is going to be the first floor, or second floor, sorry. It looks like we are going to be attacking onto here in this round. St. Clair going to try to hold things off, but right from the rooftop, St. John's is looking to get this early control.
Unstoppable sitting on 3 kills already. Warlord with 2 to his name. Castleberry going to go up here along the outside wall. Looks like they want to try and attack outside this main doorway. St. Clair just going to try and catch him when they can. They have been mute this round. A little bit more interference with those drones, but nonetheless, really good drone spotting, and it's so crucial in finding that flanker. I don't know if they spotted out that one that is upstairs just yet. It is going to be smashing pushing through here. They're going to spot out a few here on the defensive side, but again, another slow push from the side of St. John's.
Yeah, this is exactly where they found the kill onto Rapid in the previous round, so it's nice that St. Clair doesn't lose a player early on in this round as of right now. We're down below the 2-minute marker. Unstoppable is looking to try to find an angle. He's starting to get a lot more map control for the side of St. John's here. Is opening up and holding this hallway is such a key position here for the attacking side. Can they just hold on and actually make their way into the site and utilize all this positioning they do have here right now? Utility is going down. They're starting to open up these walls a little bit more, and they're trying to put this pressure on St. Clair.
Can he get by this? No, shot's gonna come through. Unstoppable, not gonna get the tag though. Grenade gonna come through. He's popping it, trying to wait for someone to pop through that elevator. He knows where that player is. Not gonna get him down. JMB's gonna take a little bit of chip damage. We're gonna stay alive just now. Castleberry gonna be broken through here in just a second. Grenade gonna come through. Doesn't quite make it all the way. Gonna chip Unstoppable down quite a little bit. Still gonna stay alive though. Still 5v5 here, minute 16, but the execution coming through here in just a second.
Yeah, here we go. It is going to be Salty Boy getting spotted. Kinger getting tagged down. Unstoppable trying to find the lineup. Swinging. Kinger will fall. It's a 5-on-4 once again for the side of St. John's. Rapid, though, good for a trade. Good for 2 as he is going to go down to Warlord. Now in a 3-on-3. Health advantage in favor of St. Clair, but Unstoppable will shut down Chars. It's a 2v3. JM Beast and Salty Boy up against Warlord, Winged, and Unstoppable here. 45 seconds left on the clock. What can the attacking side do of St. John's? JM Beast is knocked. It's all up to Salty Boy.
Yeah, they knew where he was. He was in a really tough position here now. 1v3 Salty Boy hiding behind the bomb here, trying to find anything. But there's someone flanking to your right side. Not going to quite get him just yet. Oh, that's the worst time to turn around. Oh, he's still alive here. He doesn't see this player just yet. No, not going to peek through that window. They're going to wait him out here. 1v3, 28 seconds. Going to spot one out here, popping grenade, but not going to get the kill. Shot's going to come through. Going to finally find the headshot there. One's going to push through. Oh, he's going to see. Yes, he will, but he's not going to get the shots. Unstoppable on 6 kills already. Is going to put St. John's up 2-0 in this game.
Yeah, another really good one there. We saw a nice highlight play from Rapid to at least go 2 for 1 on his trades, but shortly after that he will fall, and St. Clair is not able to respond back with a kill of their own, and St. John's now with that 2-round advantage. St. Clair, you got to find one of these next 2 rounds. Yeah. You cannot allow St. John's to take this one up 4-0. I mean, if they took it up 3-0, it is what it is. You can try to tie things up here at the half, but if St. John's takes this one up 4-0, that is when I start getting really concerned. So St. Clair, I mean, it's not a do-or-die situation here quite yet, but it's one of those situations where you got to win a round.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like they are going to be going back to that second floor, back to that spot. I think they actually did a pretty good job of defending there, especially Rapid finding those 2 kills. But the problem was they had already spotted out both the players. They had at least gotten JM Beast, and they knew exactly where he was. So in that 2v3 scenario, he just basically was a ticking time bomb, right? You try and get a trade with Salty Boy if you can, but unfortunately just wasn't able to find it. And that means that you're in a 1v3 scenario, almost impossible to pull out. It is going to be St. Clair. picking up this second floor yet again. Rapid, I want to see, like, he didn't go for a flank that time. He was kind of staying around the second floor. He needs to find some creative positioning here because, like you said, there's just so many good drone positionings early on from the side of St. John. So, like, for that flanker, when they have good dronage, it's so hard to find good positioning and good places to stay because you feel like no matter where you go, you're going to be spotted out, you're going to be flanked. And because you're playing that kind of outside position, if you get 2 people on you, you can't be traded out. You have to find a kill before you end up going down.
Yeah, it's definitely crucial here. Round 3, it looks like St. John's is immediately once again headed up to the roof. I really like that St. John's likes to attack top down. I think it's a very, very successful strat here. And it's one that we see St. Clair do on their attacking sides quite often. So St. John's is definitely showing, hey, we know what we're doing over here as well. And they're doing very, very good at taking control of this roof and taking control of floor by floor. They work their way down and just, if they find anything in their tracks, they will try to get that cleaned up. But other than that, I mean, St. Clair, they got to try to find some sort of an answer, just as we were saying. I mean, Unstoppable, he's already got a good amount of information. Like, he's already fairly pushed into this main floor.
Yeah, he's pushing forward. He's confident. He's 6-0 right now. First taking up positioning here, waiting for one to cross through. Don't know if he quite saw him just yet. He was waiting here. I don't know if he saw him. He might actually have a good spot here. No, he's going to back off for a second. Not going to keep holding that doorway. Unstoppable. Didn't get spotted. No, he's going to be okay there.
Yeah, Unstoppable still just holding this position here right now. Nobody has found him as of yet. The swings are starting to come through. This intel is here. The alarms are set off, so they know Unstoppable has made its way through here. Now Smasher trying to use this Ionic clone to try to find some of that intel. Will get shot out. Now they know where one of these 2 players are. Unstoppable. He's been pretty unstoppable this game so far.
I was waiting for that point.
Yeah, I know. We had to do it sooner than later. I mean, right, John? It has to
happen.
happen.
Do it before he died.
Exactly. But here we go. That is actually going to be Unstoppable finding JM Beast. He's going to turn up now to 7-0, and he's going to put St. Clair at once again a player deficit early on in these rounds, providing that player advantage for St. John's. And if you wanted an opening pick here in Rainbow Six, it is so hard to turn the round around back into your favor.
And it's that aggressive playstyle we see so much from St. Clair that is benefiting St. John's here. Unstoppable, just immovable force going into these sites, and no one can really shut him down just yet. 7-0 right now. We're only in round number 3. Rapid going to get him with a nitro cell, though. Unbelievable stuff, and now 4-4. It's going to make St. John's actually hesitate a little bit on this attack now.
Yeah, St. John's definitely going to have to hesitate. I mean, it's even numbers. We're down underneath a minute. This is the best round we've seen from St. Clair as of yet. This is the most potential they have to actually close things out and try to take round number 3, evening up the scoreline a little bit more. But a Smasher finds an opening pick here. It could be devastating for the side of St. Clair. I mean, St. John's really taking their time, but they cannot do this much longer. They have to start moving into the site as we're now down to 35 seconds. Rapid will find one. It's a player advantage for the first time in quite some time for St. Clair. Might be actually first time in this game, as that's Warlord there for a trade on a Salty Boy. 3v3. Winged gonna come out. He's gonna grab the diffuser. They gotta go quick, though. 25 seconds here now, John.
They do find one Warlord. Going to trade back, though. Winged Star going to trade back Rapid. Now 1v2 scenario. Just Chars left on site here. Finds one. Nice shot there. Going to find the headshot. One's coming through here on bomb. Can he win this gunfight? Yes, he will. Chars finds another headshot. And St. Clair going to take a round back and bring us to 2-1 score.
Yeah, Chars with a massive 1v2 clutch. He read the second player like a book and knew exactly where he was coming from. So St. Clair able to clutch this one up, able to keep this score line from running out of control in favor of the side of St. John's. And now, if St. Clair can find this next round, we're back to a clean slate.
Yeah, and you saw how much hesitation there was from St. John's when Unstoppable went down, right? Like, they were pushing forward on the site. They're making progress, but they put down the Osa shield, and Unstoppable went down, and they just kind of froze, right? Because they're trying to play off of his picks to try and get a safe bomb plant down, but because he lost that bomb, they weren't able to get anything good happening, and St. Clair able to turn that one around, especially Chars. Finding the 1v2 kills absolutely massive, and you just saw he lost the 1v2 the first time, but he came back and won it on the second try. So now, looks like St. Clair going to be going back to the basement here with this one. They did lose the first time around on this. Rapid did go down extremely early in that round, though, so I think he might play it a little bit safer here and see if they can survive this and try and tie it at 2-2.
Yeah, I think that Raptor provides a lot more value if he just stays alive in these rounds. If he even gets left into the final 3, or just, that's good. That's fine. He just has to be one of those final 3 players in my eyes right now to really help out St. Clair when it does come to their defense setups, because he's one of those stronger players that can find a lot of kills and has a lot of potential in each round. And if he's out of the round right away, if he's that first blood, I mean, it's so hard to turn that one around for St. Clair. So round number 4. Like we were saying, St. Clair is looking to tie things up. We are on to a new site, I do believe, here as well.
Basement.
Or back down to the basement, okay. So here we go. Basement last time around. St. John's made it look fairly easy. St. Clair, can they turn things around for the basement this time?
Looks like they're going to be going again up to the roof, trying to go for that top-down attack that worked so effectively in these first 3 rounds. We'll try and advance forward here. I don't know if there's any roamers from St. Clair around this map right now. I think they're playing relatively safely. Obviously, like we said, the longer they stay alive, the better. Unstoppable can swing in here, but yeah, they're playing very close together. They don't really spread out too much. We saw in round 1 how effective them spreading out could be. Their attacking on 3 different sides was so strong. Looks like they are going to try and stick together a little bit more on this one.
Yeah, definitely looking to try to stick together a little bit more here now. It's going to be still a 5-on-5 after the first 50 seconds or so have faded through, so no early kills coming in this round. The drones are still coming through for St. John's, trying to pick up all the intel they can get, but they haven't really made their way down to this basement floor quite yet. I know we're only a minute through, but St. Clair's still doing a good job of not losing any players early, keeping control of this basement, and not really allowing players to come downstairs.
Yeah, a couple of Vodcams are going to spot them out coming down the stairs here. We have Beast on the Goyo sitting outside the garage, waiting for them to come through. Unstoppable. Going to stop on the stairs for a second. A little bit of hesitation. Did hear some gunshots come through, so does want to wait it up. But you see here, now they're spreading out, trying to find these hatches. Going to try and do the same thing they did in round number 1. Get access to these advanced points of entries, get your verticality on St. Clair, and just squeeze them into this box that is basement and try and force those stills. Char sitting on the other side here. Drone is going to spot him here. Most likely, he's now in a really tough spot. Smash going to come through. He's going to find that kill on a Char's now 45 scenario. St. Clair, a little bit of panic here. We see them kind of moving around, trying to escape this box.
That spot Charles was playing is literally a gamble on if they drone it or not. If they don't drone that, I think it's like almost a free kill. But if they do drone it, it's almost a free kill for them. So it's literally a 50-50 coin flip at that point in time. It's going to give the player advantage over to St. John's here. Opening up that staircase is going to be a problem, as now you see Unstoppable. He's 9 meters away from this A bomb. And that's really going to start to hurt the side of St. Clair, because there's still lots of time left, lots of players left. And for the fact that St. John's has already gotten so much control, it's going to hurt. Unstoppable, though, will be flashed down. He's still looking to go and make his peak, swinging, finds damage on a Salty Boy. No kills. Unstoppable back out of the sight. This is turning chaotic.
34 seconds left in the round. Looking to try and advance here onto a site. Heretic going to try and walk through that little piece of wood, but wasn't able to just yet. They're holding this angle pretty tight here. Shot's going to come through. Unstoppable finds him through the flames there. Salty Boy going down with a headshot. That's going to be Yosa moving in as well. Bomb plant going to go in here in just a second, protected by that shield, and it will be a plant successful coming through. King are going to try and get through, but isn't going to be able to chip down so low here. But going to survive for the moment. Diffuser planted in the meantime. King are playing this hallway with his life. JMB's going to find one on the flank, though. He's above them. He's able to get that one. Going to spot out some feet, but not able to get the shots through just yet. Unstoppable still playing on this Osa shield. Going to try and keep himself alive here. Spot him out, though. Oh, the timing is so bad for JMB's there. Wing Kasar going to find him. Unstoppable going to be spotted out here. Going to try and move through. He's going to find that kill. Rapid with immediate trade back now. 150 scenario. We've seen him do it before. Can he do it again here? Shotgun him through. He's going to find one. But then he's going to find a second. No. Smasher going to clean that one up. And St. John going to go up 3-1.
Yeah, it all started with the kill on the Chars and the stairs, and I think that one kill is where we really saw the basement control come through for the side of St. John's. Once they got that kill on Chars, those whole staircase was opened up. They were able to walk down there, they were able to open up that site, and that's exactly how they found their round win here in round number 4. Now headed into round number 5, I feel like it's another one of those case scenarios where St. Clair needs to win the round. They cannot afford to be going down by 3 rounds here in this one, so they got to try to turn things back around. We're on the first floor into a staff room and open area here now. And a lot of basic picks still coming through for St. John's, so not a whole lot changing here in this game. I think it's more just or less the positioning changes that we're going to see.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's been successful, so why stop? I think for me, the big thing is right now, like that Osa shield saved the round for the side of St. John's, right? Because like they put that plant down. If St. Clair can send in those shots, send in that utility, they can stop that bomb plant. There's only 30 seconds left. You kind of send St. John's into a tailspin, but unfortunately, because that shield is locked down, they get the plant down successfully, and they're able to play off. But you saw how effective Unstoppable was just sitting behind that shield. He knows exactly where the players are in front of him, pops up, finds a kill, does get traded, but realistically, that Osa shield doing so much for the side of St. John's here. Now we have a couple changes here in the operators from the side of St. Clair. We have the Bandit now coming through for Chars, as well as the Aruni coming through for Kinger.
So for the side of St. John's here right now, out of their 19 kills, Unstoppable and Warlord have 15 of them. And that is where you really kind of start to highlight things where for St. Clair, I mean, Warlord and Unstoppable are the players making the difference right now. They are the ones that are coming through here, finding these frags, and the ones that are making these game-changing plays.
And I gotta say, Kinger sitting at 0-4, the only one on St. Clair that doesn't have a kill yet. That is definitely not something we typically see from them. So definitely need a step up in this game from him. Gonna have to try and find some kills here on the defense, because I think you really do need to win another one. I think, you know, at least you did find that round on defense. I think at least no matter what happens, you're not getting 7-0'd, which is important for the mental, especially going into game number 2. But like we said, I definitely think the fact that this bank pick came through is so important for St. John's to try and win this one.
Yeah, St. John's, once again, onto their attack. Like I was saying, it is off to the first floor in this one, as we do still see everybody alive, but I take that back as Rapid will fall there. Him going down as the first player. We talked about how important it is for St. John's to find Rapid first and how crucial it is to keep Rapid alive for St. Clair, but it's just not happening here in this round. It's going to really provide St. John's with the openings they need. Now, a minute 45 left on the clock. They are just making their way down. Saints are still on site, but I mean, second by second, St. John's is approaching closer and closer and finding all the kills they need.
Yeah, and this bomb site, not great for defense because a lot of that ceiling is very destructible. Smasher going to find Charles as well. Now 3v5 with a minute and a half remaining. St. Clair, not too many people left alive to try and fight St. John's off here on the defensive side. Grenade going to come through. Not going to find anyone for unstoppable there. Smasher, see if he can peek this one again, but you see how much vertical control that they have 2 floors here that they can peek through. Like, that is just insane vertical control for them, and it's going to be so hard for St. Clair to find any kind of solace on site because you just have all angles being watched right now. The attackers, shots going to come through. Unstoppable going to find Kinger there. Going to go down to 0-5, just having such a struggle in this game. Bomb plant going to go down as well. Now St. Clair in a 2v5 scenario.
Yeah, it's going to be just beautiful plays from St. John's here. Now, this Fuser down and a lot of pressure on Jam Beast and Salty Boy in this 2-on-4. 1 kill does come through for Jam Beast. This spots some more and will get some damage off. However, it is going to be Salty Boy finding Unstoppable. That's a big kill to find because now you're in a 2-on-3. A lot more winnable, but look at the time. And you're not even...
is they're on the other floors. Like, it's going to be so hard. You have to walk up through these floors just to find these people, and you have to get the kills, and you have to go back down and defuse that bomb. Shots them through. Wing Desar going to find Salty Boy here. A 1v3 scenario. JM Beast can't even go for that one. Warlord going to take him out, and 4-1 now for St. John. Just absolutely taking St. Clair here on bank.
It's not even just this one round that they've had the vertical control. They've been doing it all game long. I think that is a big part about why they like attacking top down, because they can go down and just break a hatch. Go down to the next floor, break that hatch right below it. And just like that, like you were saying, you could see 3 floors from 1 point. And it's just, if you can do something like that, it's just game-changing. It's round-changing. So a 4-1 lead here now for St. John's. Now, I haven't really said that we need a must-win round this round. It's very important, but this is a must-win in my eyes. You cannot allow St. John's to take this one 5-1 on their map pick.
Very interesting operators here. We got JM Beast on the Vigil. Kinger swapping over to the Goyo there, and then we have Rapid on the Echo. And I did want to see, I think, again, St. Clair's issue is that you lose Rapid early on in these rounds. You don't have that roamer, right? So you can play that 3-floor game because you don't have the pressure of feeling like, oh, maybe there's someone on their flank. Maybe there's someone coming up to challenge me here in this spot that I have control over. And, I mean, a lot of that is drone play, right? We talked about really early on how effective these drone spots are for the side of St. John's. Like, they've really been able to cover a lot of the map, and they've been able to make sure that Rapid isn't getting by anybody. They know where he is. They know where his position is. If he wants to play aggressive, he's consistently just getting punished for it. And because he's playing that one roamer, he's not getting traded. So it's just a 45 start-off rounds, and it makes things so difficult because it makes everyone else feel like, oh, we're getting collapsed on. Now they're outnumbering us, and it makes things so much harder for St. Clair.
I have a question for you, John. So do you think that it would be a little bit better there if Rapid had somebody roaming with them? Or do you think it'd be better if they had another roamer out there? Or do you think that they should almost like just not have him roam at all? Like, what do you think they do to kind of prevent him from getting shot out on the roams?
I think it's hard to play that roamer style when you see such effective drone play from St. John's, right? Because no matter where you are, if there's 2 of you, great. There's probably going to be 3 people stacked up from the side of St. John's that are going to end up winning out that trade. You're going to lose 2 people early on in the round, and that's definitely not what you want to see. So I think for St. Clair, you just kind of call Rapid back. He can play like a little bit more aggressive, maybe play on that next floor, but you can't have him playing like a bigger flank where you can't, there's no possibility of him getting traded out. Shots coming through here, see Unstoppable on the window, seeing if he can spot anybody quite yet. Doesn't see anyone. going to move all the way back up to the ceiling again. They're attacking through the same spot. They really like to go through this one. They get access to this basement floor. Again, they are going back to this basement again. I think they've lost both times on it. So I really do need to see a round win here on basement to at least, shore up this lead that St. John's has.
It's very interesting. The Saints will go on basement, and St. John's still attacks from the roof. Like, they know they have to go through 3 floors to make their way down there, but clearing every one of these floors gives them the verticality. It gives them the process of elimination when it does come to finding Rapid on the roam, and it really just gives St. John's all the predictability they need to know where St. Clair is kind of located. The drone placements, the map control, they get so much to get match info, and it's so big for St. John's. We've been talking about it so much in this map already on how info is pretty much doing so much of this. So Unstoppable, though, looking to send through a grenade. Nobody really going to be here to get answered by that one. Unstoppable looking to go in front of Frag. Chars will not be at the bottom of the stairs this round.
They are going to be playing very close on site here. Drone, going to spot out server room. Not going to see anyone in there. So it is going to be the go-ahead for St. John's to attack that spot. But St. Clair knows this is where they went for last time. They popped down that Osa shield and they planted that bomb, so they know this is where they want to attack from. We'll see if St. Clair can defend this spot that SJU want to go. You see they're all stacked up here in server room trying to get this push through because they know as soon as that Osa shield goes down, you can get this plant and it becomes so much harder for St. Clair to actually attack you because there's not really many good flanks on this point, like if you get that bomb down on that corner of server room.
Yeah, it's really, really not easy by any means necessary. They need that Osu shield there to really try to open things up a little bit more.
Nitrocell could be huge. Kinger has the Nitrocell in hand. If he can land this one, it would be absolutely massive because when they push in through, they're going to want to... Oh, that's a really, really good arrow from Warlord. He's clearing out all of that mid room, and there's no way Kinger can stay there. Grenade going to come through as well. Not going to catch anyone with it, though. Still 5v5. There's only 17 seconds left.
Yeah, they have to get this one down soon. That is good for St. Clair that they did take this time down so drastically.
Here
it is, the Nitrocell. They throw it out. That could get so many.
No, it got stopped. I must have gotten shot midair. That is so unfortunate. Not going to find it. Heretic going to find JM Beast. Bomb plant has to go down now. There's only 1 second left. Bomb plant has to be pushed through. Shots coming through, but they do manage to get that plant. Now 3v4 scenario, 2v4. Salty Boy going straight back. 3v2. Can St. Clair pull this one out? Bomb plant is down 36 seconds, but they have this Osa shield down, and now they can just play through it, and it's so easy for them to cover anything that St. Clair wants to try and do here. Bomb plant is successful. You have someone up there on stairs as well. Like, it's just so much coverage. It's going to have to be a miracle from Chars and Salty Boy, and Chars going down. Salty Boy, can he pull off the 1v3 here with this bomb down?
The Osu shield plays are coming through for St. John's because he can just sit behind that shield and gather so much intel. So Salty Boy will find one. 10 seconds. He's got to do things quick. He thinks they're above, but it doesn't look like they are. It is going to be the round done and dusted. It doesn't look like he's able to hop on this one in time here now, and that is going to be the round going in favor of St. John's. They will win the attacking side half of Bank 5-1 here, John. We were talking about so much in the pregame on how Bank is going to be a rough one for St. Clair because they just really don't have that experience on it like the side of St. John's does, and the scoreline is reflecting.
I really want to know what happened to that Nitrocell from Kinger, because if that lands,
it got shot.
It did get shot out.
It got shot
midair.
It is
3 kills if he gets that Nitrocell through, but it gets shot out midair, and that is around 100% a round saver for St. John's. So definitely thanking their lucky stars for that one. But now they're sitting at a 5-1 lead here, and we talked about this before the game even started, right? Like, they're picking Bank map number 1. We're not expecting St. Clair to win this one because they're not practiced on it. They haven't been playing it too much. So I think for me, at least St. Clair found a round, right?
With how, yeah, I do, at least they do find a round. I think that they would have, ideal situation for St. Clair, honestly, would be like 2-4. Like, they even, like, because, like, they know that it's not going to be really easy to put, like, what, a 4-2 lead for themselves. That's just kind of a little bit unrealistic on my eyes here when it does come to a map like Bank and something that they're uncomfortable on. So you'd be looking for at least 2 in this one, but 1 is a little disappointing because now St. John's only needs 2 rounds to close this game out. And another thing as well, you know, we're talking about map selection and how it has such an impact on this series particularly. I personally also think that Siege is one of those games that is the most important when it does come to maps, because each map is so interactive. Each map has so much little details about it that can be utilized to your advantage, where, like, if you're comparing it to, like, a Call of Duty vetoes, I think Call of Duty vetoes are way less important than it does come to Siege vetoes, because these maps are so important when you get these map picks.
I totally agree with you on that one. Round is going to be started up here. St. Clair moving over to attack. They're going to be running the Finka on this one for Kinger. Kinger really struggling in this one. 1-6. Did find 1 kill at least to his name now, but we'll see. Maybe on attack his fortune changes.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'd honestly rather see Oregon right now, to be completely honest.
Really?
I do, because Saints have proven they're a little more comfortable on Oregon. They played it. We've seen them on it. I think that Oregon Saints are just kind of like unlucky. Like they're not, might not be like, they might be like pretty bad, like not pretty bad at it, but they might not excel on it, but they're not bad. And where Bank, I feel like they're not as comfortable. Where Oregon, they are comfortable. They're just not great at Oregon compared to other teams.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. I think it is because right into the map pool, it was kind of like apparently it was like an instant lock from St. John's, so I definitely think they felt very comfortable. And they've seen it, right? Because 3 times on that attack, they did the exact same maneuver. They went to basement, they went for that corner of the bomb site right by server room, they got the plant down, they put the Osa shield in front of it, and St. Clair just didn't have an answer for that play at all. So I think it was just the fact they had that well-versed, they had it planned out, and it was so successful for them. Oh, Hagen spotted out here, but St. Clair, you're just going to save themselves here for a second. Shot going to come through. Smasher going to find JMB still. Shot going to come through. Unstoppable up here. Very aggressive on this defense, playing off this shield. Jaeger going to be shot out there. Just a second. Soccer Boy trying to move here. Spots went out on the drone as well. Going to try and move forward here. St. Clair does have info on that Valkyrie sitting on cams right now.
But it's just killer to not have Jam Beast in this round with you right now. I mean, just down a player is just such an impact early on for the side of St. John's. However, Warlord gets tagged down for about half of his HP. That will provide St. Clair with a little bit of a benefit. Rapid could find something with the grenade, drops it right down onto the enemy lines. That is going to be winged. He is getting tagged down, but half of his HP as well. Kinger could find an entry here soon. A couple players just on the other side of this wall. Kinger going to be breaking out this barbed wire, trying to entry up himself. He's swinging through. He hasn't found anything quite yet. The Heretic is here. The player on the shield. This is going to be a tough swing. And it looks like he's going to fall off.
Yeah, a couple of shields so key in this round because they can play these aggressive positions. It feels like they can push up way further than St. Clair can because St. Clair has to respect those shields coming through. The ace is going to be able to push them through this door, though. Rapid outside the window, looking for any opportunity he can find, see if he can spot any heads. St. Clair hasn't really made a lot of progress in the last 30 seconds. They have to try and push through here very, very soon, and looks like really, really good defense here from St. John's. This is going to be rough to try and get a plant down.
Yeah, this is not going to be an easy task to try to get a plant down. Winged will fall, though, so we're actually in a 4v4 here now, unless they can get that res off on him. 20 seconds, though. That's the big thing I'm looking at. The time. You're in a 4-on-4 with 20 seconds left on the clock. Down 15. Ooh. A kill for the Heretic. No. 2 for the Heretic. Kinger, Salty Boy, Chars, all going down. Rapid. What can you do in the 1v5? Left all alone. He will get a knock, so 2 players are now knocked down. He has a couple players weak, but with the time left, you're just not able to find this round. That's a 6 for St. John's, and now on match point here in game 1.
It was a 1v5 at the end, but there was 2 players knocked and one had just gotten res, so technically it was a 1v2. But realistically, the problem is, again, St. Clair, you lost JM Beast early, who is your planter, right? So you have to have someone else pick up that bomb, go for the plant, and it just seemed like St. Clair just so much hesitation before they even were able to get onto that site. And it reminds me of like early on, I mean specifically more like last year, where it was kind of just you wait until there's 30 seconds left, and then everyone just converges on site and you try and find any kills you can. But saw how well the defense was set up there for the side of St. John's. St. Clair just couldn't really find an answer for it, and now going to be moving on to match point here. St. John's up 6-1 on Bank.
We are on to the basement. Now, do you think this basement is ideal for like...
Is that a Tachanka that I spot?
No way.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go. Seeing some ops that we do not see every day here in this one on Bank. I mean, this is a very interesting map one. We haven't really seen a map. You know, you pick Bank, you get some interesting operator picks, you see some very good Osu plays. It's not a very typical game of Siege, I feel like we're watching right now.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a little bit odd here. You don't see Bank too often. And definitely don't see Tachanka too often, but I like it here. The confidence from St. John's to bring it up. I mean, you're up 6-1, right? And it is your map pick. Obviously, they have pretty well been dominating this game in a lot of different ways. So I think even for this one, too, the fact that you're moving into basement, Tachanka can give you so much cover in that server room because he has so much utility. You see, knocking out all these windows, he's going to be hopping into the actual vault there to make his defense, and it's just such a good setup for the side of St. John's, and you can just tell like they're so ready for this map pick. They were so prepared for this one in St. Clair, just kind of weren't ready for it at all themselves.
No, I think that, you know, they come through, they do their instant ban on Oregon. That's kind of been the Saints thing lately, is just instant ban Oregon. I mean, we know that they haven't really been great on Oregon throughout the past couple seasons or whatnot. But when you do have an instant ban like Oregon, it allows St. John's to pick any other map that they want to really play that's not Oregon.
Oh,
Unstoppable for 2. That's
goodness.
1 for the Heretic. Chars is good for a trade, but it's a 2v3. And it's now
And he hits
all
the knife.
left to nothing.
And that is going to be it. St. John's going to take Bank in 7-1 fashion. The knife and the kill after just to finish it off. And St. John's just absolute domination on Bank. And that was expected. We did say it right before the match started. Like, the fact that this is the map that St. John's is pulling out, I think it is going to be theirs. I think I was going to be very surprised if St. Clair put up any kind of win in this one, but they did get around at least. And I think moving on to their map pick, I think they're going to be feeling a lot more comfortable going into map 2.
Yeah, I definitely do think they're going to be feeling a lot more comfortable, but this is exactly what I was talking about when I made my prediction. They're going to lose this game 1 because it's a map that they aren't really comfortable on, and then you come into game 2. If you had a loss that was like 7-4, your momentum's fine, I feel like, personally. But you just lost 7-1, and that is going to be the momentum burster. That's where I feel like you go into this next map, and the Saints are just going to have that in the back of their minds the whole time, and it's going to really hurt them in the long run of this series.
Yeah, and I think even a lot of the rounds, right? Because like it wasn't like it was these every round is a 1v1 scenario, and it's just somebody, it just happens to be St. John's winning the gunfights every time. Like the one round St. Clair did win, it was a 1v2 for Charge that he ended up winning, but so many other ones you ended up being 1v3, 1v4, where there's so many people still alive on site. Like it just looks like such a controlled game for St. John's, and St. Clair is just caught in their grasp right now. They need to find a way to get free of it, because I think for them, Clubhouse has to be a good house, a good place for them to try and, find an answer for St. John's.
We will see on Clubhouse here next in map number 2. But with that being said, we are going to take a quick little 5-minute break here now before we actually do jump into that one. So with that being said, my name's Jackson the Pride Brown, joining alongside John Billbangs Vadima. We'll be right back with you guys in just a couple of minutes.